Hi there, welcome to this week's angel reading. I'm Rachel Scoltock and I'm an angel medium, which means I work with angels as a healer and as doing readings. And I've also written a book, a pretty book called My Life with Angels, which is my story of how I came to work with angels and how you can access the angels for healing and guidance too. So this week I'm doing an angel reading and it's for the week starting the 3rd of July 2017 all the way through till next Monday. And I have pulled you 3 cards. Now, 3 very interesting cards, I have to tell you. Now, first up, before I get into the cards, I want to talk to you a little bit about the angels, because before I start the reading every week, I sit down, I meditate, and I ask the angels what they want me to bring through, because it can't be coming from me. It has to be coming from a higher place. And the angels this week said that they really are working with you to help you make your dreams come true, whether that's a healing that you need, whether that's something that you're trying to achieve, whether you're manifesting something physical. The angels want to make your life more peaceful, more easy, and to help you to understand really the laws of the universe, so that you can understand how you can create the things that you want. And one of the big aspects of that is the aspect of believing in yourself. So a very, very strong message this week, even though it hasn't come in the cards themselves, is that the angels want you to believe in yourself, and they want to teach you how to do that. They're saying that self-doubt and self-denigration, like pulling yourself down through negative words and thoughts, even when you joke about it, is actually very toxic for you. And it is the number one thing that trips you up when there's something that you want to create in your life. So if you're getting frustrated because you're not where you want to be, I'm getting such a loud ringing in my ears right now that I know that I'm talking what the angels want me to say. If you're getting frustrated, the first place that the angels and I want you to look is at your self-belief, the level of belief that you have in yourself, in your ability to actually create, experience what it is that you would like, and in life itself. And that includes God, the universe, and your angels. Having that belief is what is the magic dust, the fairy dust, whatever you want to call it. That's the ingredient that you're looking for. So the angels are really helping you with this at this time. And look, your angels aren't up there miles away sitting on a cloud waiting for you to shout loud enough. They're right here. They're right here next to you. In fact, this first card that I pulled this morning amazed me because I really love the picture on it. It's a perfect picture. I think the artist must have seen angels. See how Archangel Michael, this is one of the Archangel Michael Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. See how Archangel Michael has these little cherub angels around him. Look how close they are. There's actually one on his shoulder at the back of the picture. That's how I see the angels with people. They are right there. I know I say this a lot, but I want you to know that. And they want you to ask them to intervene. Please, angels, please help me. Angels, please help me to believe in myself. Please help me to have faith in you and in God. And help me to have faith that my life can be good, that my life can be healed, that my life can be healthy and happy. Because they can not just help you with the physical things, with the emotional things. They can help you to believe in them too. They'll give you signs. So call on the angels for anything that you need help with. But make sure that when you call on them, maybe you want to use your voice. You want to be specific and clear. You don't want that half thought that you have when you're kind of running between, the car and the house. Or, you want it to be a clear thought or word coming directly addressed to the angels, addressed to the divine source, God, the universe, whatever you talk to. And make sure that you're asking specifically for something that you need. So given all of that, this came out as our first card, which is the theme, the insights. Now, this is good news because it's all about love. Now, okay, some of you, not all of you, are thinking about relationships at this time. Maybe you want a relationship. Maybe you want to hear from your deceased loved one in spirit. Maybe you're wanting a healing for a relationship. Maybe you're tending your own broken heart at this time. So the romance angels, the love angels are helping you. And that's the clearest message I can give you from this. Now, going to a different level, talking about what we were talking about earlier about self-belief and believing in God and the angels and believing in life can give you what you want. The angels want you to not only call on them, but to take time out from your busy life, from your normal kind of routine, in order to talk to them and in order to think about the things that you want and the move that you want to make next, the steps that you want in your life. This is a heartfelt request from your angels that you maybe go into nature, maybe you spend some time in your favorite room in the house. But what you're doing is you're specifically putting aside time to talk to the angels about what's bothering you, about what it is that you really want in your life right now, and how you would like them to help you. Now, remember, you can't dictate to the angels exactly what it is that you want them to do. They've got divine wisdom. They've got that universal divine wisdom that we don't have we have access to it, but we don't always receive it. So we don't want to tell the angels how we want things to work out. We just want to tell them what it is that we're after, and they'll find you the best path forward. Now, I asked for clarity on that card because I know that not everybody is looking for love. Not everybody is concerned with a love relationship at this time. And I want to be clear that that card that I just pulled wasn't just about relationships. It's about the stuff that makes your heart beat, the stuff that makes your heart's desires. And we also got another card on love. It's called Eternal Love. And it's helping you to recognize and to be aware of and to draw your attention and your vibration to the love that is within and around you. Now, what this means is that at all times, we're either tuned into one vibration or the other. Now, one vibration would be the energy of fear. You know, our worries, what are we worried about? What are we concerned with at the moment? What are we complaining about at the moment? What do we want to change? We might be tuned into other people's fears. They might be telling us what they're judging, what they hate, what they don't like in their lives at the moment. And we can turn that channel off and we can start tuning into a different channel. Now, when we tune into the different channel, because, okay, it's useful sometimes. You're human, right? And I'm not saying that it's not useful to point out the things that you don't like in your life. It's when we start to wallow in that. It's when we start to make that our theme song that becomes a problem. That's when you start to see your friends disappearing over the horizon, because you know that what you're doing is you're complaining, you're going back in time all the time. You're thinking about what should have been instead of what is. You're judging, you're criticizing. Internally, you get sick of yourself, right? That is tuning into the vibration, the frequency of fear. And that doesn't bring good stuff to you. It's useful to notice what you don't like and then start to turn that around into something that you do like. So you might say, okay, I don't like that I'm living near a noisy highway. This doesn't work for me in my vibration. I need peace. So then you fix it. You start looking for a house. You start looking for something that's better. But if you stay in that vibration of I'm going to stay here and I'm going to complain about it constantly and I'm going to feel worse and worse and worse and worse about myself, that's going to chip away at your positive energy and it's going to bring you down into the problem of powerlessness. And that's when you're going to feel stuck. So the angels are asking for you to tune into the channel of love, which is what they're tuned into. That's where the angels are. So we think about the things we're grateful for in our life. That's not being Pollyanna. We're not saying, okay, I'm going to pretend that this highway is not happening. But at the same time, we know that when we tune out of the things that we're complaining about, things can start to get better. So we start thinking of all the wonderful things in our lives. We remember all the things that have come into our life to help us. We start looking for the energy of appreciation. We also call on the energy of divine love, which is eternal love, is infinite, it never changes. And we call on that through our angels. They are the carriers of it. And to the divine source. and we call on that energy of love. So we send love to the things we don't like. We might ask our angels to send the love, because if we get personally involved sending our love, sometimes that can be hard, and sometimes that gets us attached. So we can say, I'm going to send divine love to that situation. I'm going to send divine love to my problems. I'm going to send divine love to myself. If you spent every day this week sending divine love to yourself in all the places where you feel like you need it, that is going to make a huge difference to how you feel by the end of the week. Not only are you bypassing that frequency of fear, but you're doing something very constructive and powerful, and you're going to start to feel better on every level. Call divine love into your being. Call on that eternal love. Call on your angels. Call on every piece of you, and start to tune out of fear and into love. Start appreciating and loving instead of complaining and looking for the negatives. So this is your guidance this week. And then we've got the final card, which I pulled for you, which is lean on God and the angels for support. Now, I just love that picture. I wanted to give you that picture because you've got the angels saying, it's kind of, come to me. You can give me all of your problems. You can give me all of this energy. I will deal with it, and I will support you through everything that you're going through. So you don't have to do anything by yourself. You never have to do anything by yourself. If you feel like you're doing everything by yourself, you're going to get into that frequency where struggle and stress, striving, stressing, fearing, getting into anxiety, overwork, addictions, all of that comes into, I'm doing everything by myself. I'm separate. There's nothing supporting me. There's only me. That's when you start to get stuck. That's when the problems start to come in. And it's not that there's anything wrong with you that a problem happens. Sometimes we just walk into them, don't we? But if you're dealing with something in your life and you really need help with it, there are things, there's people out there, but there's also angels out there that can help you with this. There's action that you can take. But when you're paralyzed in that frequency of fear, you won't take that action. You won't be able to see the solution. You won't feel good enough to receive the help. The shame will keep you pinned down. You need to start to build the energy of love up within you so that you can have the courage, the confidence, and the self-belief and the belief in life being for you to bring all of it to a higher place. And then you can start to resolve your problems and achieve the things, the success that you want and deserve so much. So your angels are there for you. They're asking you, please ask us and we will help you. Have a great week. I'm doing a book launch this week on Saturday at 1 until 3 o'clock at the Divine Soul Centre in Nambucca Heads. I'll be giving a free talk about angels, talking about how the angels can help you in your life in specific ways. And it's also an open day for the beautiful Divine Soul Centre. So come along. It's a free event and I'd love to see you there. Angel blessings. Have a great week ahead.